it gives me a perfect and legitimate reason to tell you follow me instead of others. Simply because if the others received the gift, that means that they're working fine with wargaming. They have good relations with wargaming, and you don't necessarily know what's behind the YouTuber. You don't know the relationships they have with wargaming. When you see me, you know that I'm always going to speak the truth.
Sheer fucking hubris.
And all this because of a meaningless birthday crate. Wow. Okay, so let's get something straight from the off. I personally, myself, I am an official CC, and I'm also a Blitz YouTuber. I fully admit I'm not a big YouTuber. I'm not a major influencer for the game. I have a small, teeny, tiny channel with 6,000 subscribers. Nowhere near the fan base of Panterflea or Droodles, etc. But that doesn't bother me in the slightest. However, just because I don't have a big fan base, and just because I'm an official CC, that doesn't give any other YouTuber the right to cast any type of dispersion upon my integrity. Unless, of course, they have solid evidence to the contrary. To imply that my content is in any way dishonest or done because I have been either forced to do so by wargaming or because I'm scared of wargaming is truly fucking laughable, to say the least. I mean, the last time I checked, I am perfectly capable of forming my own opinions, speaking my own mind, and I don't need others to tell me how to do that. Oh, okay. So Panterflea states he's not intending to have a bash at all the other YouTubers, whilst telling his fan base of almost 50,000 that he's the only honest YouTuber out there. How is that not bashing other YouTubers? I mean, come on, let's explore that one just a little bit further. Blitz content on YouTube is a very limited market, especially if you do reviews and stuff. Essentially, you have a potential audience equal to the amount of actual players on the game, for which, in the English-speaking side, is around 75,000 potential subscribers. To grow past that figure in real terms, you basically need to either diversify your content, in other words, branch out into other areas, or do things like Angal or World of Tanks Blitz Joe, or try to tap into the RU base, where there is significantly a larger audience based on the larger player base. In fact, some of the Russian YouTubers have subscriber counts somewhere in the 500,000, not the 50,000 mark. That being the reality, the English-speaking YTers who have managed to attain almost the entire English-speaking player base is now essentially sending a message to almost every single potential subscriber to all the other YouTubers below them to be avoided. What the fuck? So in one easy movement, 90% of the potential subs have now been told not to go to any other YouTuber, especially any YouTuber who received the birthday gift or has any relationship whatsoever with wargaming. Of course there was going to be a huge fucking backlash. Why am I rather pissed at this? Well, it's simple really. The birthday gift issue is an issue between Panterflea and wargaming. It has literally fuck all to do with anybody else. I fail to see why any other YouTuber should be dragged into this petty, meaningless argument, other than to harm the potential competition or something. Okay, I totally get Panterflea may be upset, despite his assertion that he isn't. But that doesn't give him the right to basically cast doubt on any other YouTuber. No right whatsoever. I mean, if, as he claims, the birthday gift is basically meaningless to him, then why do the fucking video in the first place and why express such views? Either the video is designed to hurt all the other YouTube channels out there that deal with Blitz from the English-speaking community, or is an attempt to just another attempt to make a mountain out of a molehill. Either way, the message is no longer purely directed towards wargaming, the actual party that decided, rightly or wrongly, not to give him a birthday crate. I mean, I can assure you, no YouTuber was involved in such decisions. Yet now we YouTubers have been brought into the crosshairs, crashing into this mess. As for the reasons why he didn't receive the crate, well, I've got no idea. and I would be speculating if I were to offer a defined reason. All I will say is just because someone has the most views or the most subscribers doesn't necessarily make them the best asset. I mean, if someone has a YouTube channel with 1 million subscribers and all they did were make videos slating a particular product, saying how awful it was, would that endear the maker of the product to them? Of course not. And that is basically what Pantu has done. Yes, of course he does positive reviews on tanks and stuff, but he also overly criticises wargaming on many occasions. And he himself fully admits he has broken literally every rule that is going. Being famous or big doesn't give anyone a get out of everything badge. All actions have consequences. So, do I think he should have got something? Well, that's a really tricky question to actually answer. I will freely admit I actually got the birthday crate, and I initially, as is evidenced in the Asia live stream I was doing at the time I got the actual crate, I was under the impression that only the official community contributors, aka what we used to call CCs, got this. I was even asked if all YouTubers got it, and I said no, not to my knowledge. I later found out that in this instance, CC did not mean community contributor, but content creator, something I was totally unaware of. I have absolutely zero idea what criteria was imposed by Wargaming for those to actually receive this birthday crate, and it would be remiss of me to state it was either X or even Y. I have, however, subsequently found out afterwards that some got it who, in my honest opinion, didn't deserve it for numerous invalid reasons, such as, for an example, no longer making any World of Tanks Blitz content, which suggests to me that Wargaming got this one totally wrong, and they should have either given something to Pantu or picked their criteria with a little bit more thought and care. Nevertheless, that doesn't distract from the fact that this is an issue purely and simply between Pantu and Wargaming, and has absolutely bugger all to do with any other YouTuber, even if you think they were not deserving of the crate. They never asked for the crate, they never pushed for the crate, it was 100% a Wargaming decision. There's now a major division within the community, whereby people are now questioning other YouTubers' integrity and taking up Pantu's issue with Wargaming on his behalf. We even have other big YouTube English-speaking YouTubers jumping in with videos, either trying to clarify or in support of Pantaflea's vid, and again it creates more division and further drives a wedge. I myself took exception to Droodle's response video on numerous parts, but we have since had a discussion, and I have to praise Droodles for coming into one of my live streams in order to both clarify and apologise for any unintended harm. Something that for me goes a long way, and credit should be given where credit is deserved and due, and in this instance, Droodles acted with total honour and with utmost professionalism. Regardless of the backlash, guys, regardless of whether Wargaming were right or wrong, and regardless of what your own personal opinions may or may not be, to swipe so hard at other YouTubers is not acceptable, and it's wrong on almost every single level, unless of course you have firm, solid evidence to support such an accusation and such a claim. There is no such evidence here, merely speculation that tarnishes other YouTubers unfairly and with the potential to have maximum harm and damage to their channels. No YouTuber, big, small, regardless, should have the right to do that. We also need to remember that Blitz and Blitz YouTubers are dealing with a fucking game. It's not politics or something more profound. It's a fucking game. It is designed to entertain you, to give you some happiness, nothing more. To turn something so simple into something more than just a game is just stupid and petty and totally distracts from the actual thing itself. It doesn't matter if you like wargaming. It doesn't matter if you even enjoy the game currently. And I for one have no issue with anyone expressing their opinions on either wargaming or the game itself. But leave others out of it who have no part to play in this meaningless discussion. I personally take exception to such videos because it essentially sends out a message that I am somehow dishonest or something. Yet, as I've said at the start, I have my own mind, my own views, and my own opinions, dictated to by no one other than me, myself. I get to criticise wargaming when I feel there is criticism to be had. In fact, I have made it well known on many occasions, I truly believe Update 5.5 ruined the game. Simple, and it was a huge mistake, and wargaming haven't shut me down or told me not to do such content. Far, far from it, actually. I may have views others do not share, but hey, opinions, YouTube, entertainment, it's all subjective by its very nature, and no one view or opinion is either right or wrong, strictly speaking. I understand that feelings may be hurt, but then again, that doesn't give anyone the right at all to cast any doubt or dispersion on those who are not part of this fucking fiasco. It should have been left between wargaming and Pantherfleet, and had the vid focused purely on that, I wouldn't have had an issue at all. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that.